ChatGPT. I have used it many times to create text about my work, to explain artistic concepts, to apply for fundings, even to write these YouTube videos. But I have used it in a way that's not damaging myself. And when I mean damaging myself is because there is a fine line after which, if you use ChatGPT, can go against you. Not only you can be accused of plagiarism, like it's happening to many students, but also it can go against the development of your abilities to communicate. And there is nothing more important, especially if you're a creative person or an artist, to be able to express your ideas and to develop communication skills in writing and in talking. That's why in this video, I want to explore how to use ChatGPT in a way that is helping to boost your creativity and find your unique voice, but is not damaging you in any way. Okay, so the first danger is plagiarism. Plagiarism is when you are presenting your ideas as if they were yours, as if they were coming from you, but they are actually coming from someone else, and you don't quote the author of those ideas. And the risk of ChatGPT is that when you type prompt, you get a text, but they don't tell you where these ideas come from. And that's the danger, that you might use it thinking they are original ideas, but someone else can see that these ideas are theirs and they can make copyright claim. And you don't know about it. Use your critical thinking every time. For me, ChatGPT is a way to brainstorm ideas. Imagine that ChatGPT is someone like a teacher that you ask for consultation. It's a person you are asking to. You can trust it or not, but you always have to contrast it. So that's why the first thing you need to do when you are trying to use a ChatGPT text is ask ChatGPT for the sources of these ideas, where these ideas come from, what are the books, what are the references and the authors. And you can go to those authors and then research further. But you always need to ask ChatGPT where these ideas come from, and you always need to quote these ideas in your text. Always quote, always check. Don't trust the first thing ChatGPT gives you. Quote and give credit when credit is due. So if you are borrowing from someone else, you need not only to quote, also add your own ideas on top of it. Because if you don't add anything significantly different from the original, you can be accused of plagiarism, you can be accused of your work being derivative. You're basically not creating a unique take from the original sources. The more you differ from the original, the more unique your work is, and the more chances you have to get authorship and to be protected from claims. For example, there are options like parody or pastiche or homage, where you are quoting an original idea, but you are placing it in a different context. And that creates an interesting, unique take. And that can be a plausible use of an original idea to create something new. Another thing you need to take into consideration is that ChatGPT is very agreeable. Whatever you ask, it will try to validate it. And that's why it's a good practice whenever you are researching or writing about something to ask ChatGPT about the opposite concept. And because he's so agreeable, he's going to try to back up those opposite ideas. And again, you can ask for sources and authors and books and references. And that can help you to get a broader spectrum of ideas that will help you to find your place, because what it's all about is to find your unique take between anchored ideas that have been already published and developed before. And when you do that, your arguments are more solid. And that's how the tree of knowledge is built. Another thing that many people do is to write a text with their own ideas, but then ask ChatGPT to polish the text, to reformulate those ideas in a more polished way of speaking, and then using that to present your text. That also can be accused of plagiarism. Again, imagine that ChatGPT is a person. You're asking this person to write a text for you, and you're using his style of writing, not yours. You can use still that result to get ideas of how to restructure a text, or some words that you can say, okay, this is an interesting word, and try to understand really what the ideas are and when they come from. As I mentioned, there is nothing more important for an artist than being articulate, being able to express their own ideas. When I started this YouTube channel, I was making sure that I was writing every word, because I wasn't sure of myself. I didn't have the skills, and I was relying on that written text, and I was using a teleprompter to be able to convey what I wanted to express. But with time, I decided that this is not the way for me to develop my communication skills, and I needed to be able to talk and to be articulate and express what I'm thinking. So the same I recommend to you. Don't use tools to write things for you. Try to rely on your brain and exercise your brain and your communication skills. Read more, write more, try to talk more. Try to face the moment where you are talking and thinking of what you are saying and going with the flow, because that will make your message more personal and more interesting. Look, the whole premise of AI and the business model is built around the idea that you can create amazing things without effort. And that's something very appealing for many people. But the truth is, if you think you can use an AI, text or an image or a video and make it look like it's yours and get recognition from it, you are completely mistaken. I'm not against the use of generative AI, but I am pro-effort. If you are taking AI as a suggestion for your creative work, that might be a valid approach, but there has to be work. Work on finding your voice, what ideas you resonate with and what ideas you don't resonate with, to find who you are, basically. That's developing a technique. Technique is a collection of choices that determine how your work, your text, your image is going to look. And that technique is based on choices, and choices are based on your personality. And that's why accepting just what ChatGPT gives you and AI gives you is not going to cut it. It's not going to give you the recognition you are after. It's not going to give you the personal pride you're after. That's why I recommend whenever you are about to publish something or to share something with the world, ask yourself, are you proud of it? Are you proud of the result? Is the result a projection of yourself? Are you feeling that you are using someone else's ideas and not yours and make it look like it's yours? If the answer to these questions is yes, then you need to rethink before you share, before you publish. Because at the end of the day, what counts is to share something with the world you're proud of. Something with the world that represents you as a person, as an individual, and that can create a transformative effect in the world. If this feeling is pure and honest, AI or not, go ahead and publish it. I hope this video was interesting for you, and if you resonate with these ideas, please subscribe, press like, and I will be publishing more interesting videos related to creativity, art, and AI. Thank you very much.